Shame about the Arsenal. 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 How are we doing, people? How are we doing? How are we doing? Manchester United fans, happy Independence Week. We are Ten Hagless. We are still Ten Hagless. Big up. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. As you could hear from the intro song, Arsenal lose at Newcastle. Is it our fans turning? Is it Arteta out? We're going to be discussing these things. Manchester City also lose to Bournemouth. Even better, hearing them blue jokers lose. I mean, that makes the weekend even better, sorry. Unfortunately, Liverpool beat Brighton and go top. Manchester United face Chelsea. Spurs face Villa all tomorrow. But for those that haven't seen the Sports Q&A before, it's where we answer sporting questions from the chat, people. So get your questions in. If you're a member of the channel, people, if you're a member of the channel or you super chat, your question will take priority. So if you're a member, that is one of the many great perks of the membership, people. Your question takes priority like a super chat. And of course, if you super chat, we'll get to it as well. Apologies on the lateness, people. Apologies on the lateness. I ain't gonna lie, I took a nap. So that's why. But we're here. Run up the likes first and foremost. Whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this across all the socials. That's me, Flawless. At Sarcasm City TV. At Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram. Retweet and like from the Twitter. Share from the Instagram. Make sure you follow across both. And just as important, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. It is road to 14k. And big up to everyone who helped us reach 13k. We're going to get there. But again, the title, people, Arsenal lose at Newcastle. Our fans turning. Is it time for Arteta to go? Shout out to my guy Troops. You know what I'm saying? OG Henny. We heard him say it's time to go. In the words of the great man Claude, R.I.P. to Claude. Is it time to go for Arteta? We are 10 Hagless, people. Manchester United. We are free, Manchester United. We are free, man. Free Independence Week. People want me to act normal, and I just got out of jail. Talking about just buy one drink at the bar. Just talk to one girl. Just have one meal. Why am I not eating accordingly? You know what I'm saying? At the restaurant. I was licking the plate. You know what I'm saying? What we talking about here? Got you, Eli. Got you. Let me just grab my phone. But yeah, people, let me get to the chat. What is this? We can't die. That's freedom. That's what that is. This means we was in chains and now we are free. We are free. We are 10 Hagless. Hey, and if Arsenal sack Arteta, Gareth Southgate is right there. But hey, big up to my guy Eli. Says big up Flawless in the panel. Only thing I have to say is fuck everything Asta. Other than that, I hope everyone's blessed. Hope you're blessed outside of Arsenal. Big up AKA. Big up Warrior J. Barrio. Certified. The lovely Sunshine in the building as well. Where else? Big up my nephew in the cut. Hate you says shame about the Arsenal. Shame about the Arsenal. Big up Total Eclipse. Big up Goldzell. Warrior J dropping comments as well. We're dropping quotes. Is that from Ian Wright? I will star those. I will get to those. Don't you worry, man. I will get to those. Hey, Chinlu. Big up, man. My guy. Good to see Chinlu in the chat as well. Mike's. My G. Big up. Hope you're blessed. Subscribe to Mike's. Also, I know Flawless been dancing all day. You already know. You already know. Flawless, I was lurking in your Liverpool hate along. Hey, big up Total Eclipse. I'm glad you was watching. Yes, I have been smiling ear to ear all week. It has been great. It has been great. Big up to Ricky as well in the cut. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Just make sure I don't want to miss anyone. Big up Daz Gaming. Also, Sheik Ten Hagless. I love that. We are Eric Ten Hagless. It is great. Independence Week. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Mind, man, we know what it is. Big up Asian Pops, man. Big up Pops in the building. Look at you, shameless. Hey, Pops, I know you are celebrating the Arsenal loss as well. Don't do that. And speaking of my Bayesian man, them on Bayesian Reds TV, big up to Barnes because it was his birthday. Technically yesterday if you're in the UK. But big up to Barnes. Make sure you subscribe to Bayesian Reds TV as well. Obviously, I mean, not obviously. More of the man them will join. We got Kaneki in the building as well. Kaneki, what are you telling me, man? You good? Shame about
Shame about the
the
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Do. Man, you guys are gonna. Man, I've been having this as my profile picture for a long while now. What's this? 2 months straight. Damn. Man, out here, title contenders, title pretenders, you bunch of frauds. That's what it is, man. What was it a certain man say? We are going to win the league, blood. Yeah, clip this. Yeah, clip this. We're going to win the league. Win what league, fam? Huh? The Vanarama third division of Lithuania. Is that the league you're going to win? Yeah? No, you're going to win the Croatian Super Cup in Israel, fam. What title are you winning? Because right now, the only league you're winning is the joke league, fam. You
It's
man
crazy.
right now are top of that league by a landslide. Ain't it funny? Liverpool, the gap between Liverpool and Arsenal is so big right now, you can fit a forest in it.
It's crazy. Hey, that's a bar. I like that. That is
Yeah,
a
and if
bar.
you,
That's a bar.
all right, bunch of frauds. That's what you man are. I've never seen this before. Your team is called Arsenal. Your fan are called Gunners, and all you fuckers do is miss. You ain't
That's
lethal at shit. You man are horrid. Yeah? Dog ass, swamp water. Just complete and utter shit. Chelsea's B team lost to Newcastle's A team. And Newcastle's B team whooped your A team, Arsenal. How do you feel? Hmm? How do you feel?
and
You
before
have
and before you, yeah, go on, fam. Sorry, go on,
no,
carry on.
no, continue, man, continue,
No,
man,
I was
because
just gonna
it's gonna
say,
get
hey,
peaked.
you know who to give their flowers to? Patrice Evra. He called it spot on. He called it spot on. When he said Arsenal and Netflix FC always waiting for the next season, he was spot on. Like I'm mad, I didn't think of that bar. That's how. And not only is it funny, he was 100% factual because it's
One
all
hundred
about next season.
percent.
He was
Man said,
100%
man
spot
said,
on. Big up Jez as well.
What did he say to Van Persie? You left a team filled with kids to where real men play. That's what it is. You man are a bunch of soft jelly babies. That's what you man are. Yeah, pathetic. Yeah, your whole fan base. Yeah, that's all you guys are. Just trash. Mikel the Beast Moreno. Yeah, the Beast.
Beast.
All of you try to convince me you're going to win the league with what? You five centre backs. You think you're going to win the league with five centre backs? Hmm? Trash. Newcastle ain't won a game in how much years, and you guys
Five,
face
yeah.
them.
Five,
Hmm?
five, 5 games it wasn't leading into that.
Yeah.
And you know what, Barrio? I did forget that he said this, so thank you for reminding me. Big up to Tony every single time. But Barrio says, big
Go
up flawless.
invincible.
Never forget that Tony said Arsenal could go invincible and will break Chelsea 15 goals conceded record. They was talking with a boast chest. I forgot he said this
No,
because it was a few weeks ago. Big up Barrio for
he
reminding me.
said
Thank you.
this. He said this, and TJ. TJ thinks I have smoke for him. It's not him. I have no smoke for TJ. I have smoke for Tony. TJ is
Shout out
just,
Tony.
it's just
You
collateral
caught in the
damage.
crossfire.
TJ.
Yeah, you just caught
Yeah,
in the
you're
crossfire.
just
I like
caught in the
that.
crossfire because I can't understand it today. You have Thomas Partey, a midfielder, playing at right back when you could play your centre back in Timber at right back and play Kiwior, your centre back at left back. Like what you've always been doing. Why did you take your best midfielder, put him at right back? Yeah? Take your best fake right back, put him at left back, and then figure out that the midfielder playing at right back can't play right back, and Timber is better on the right than he is on the left. Ain't that funny? And then here's what your manager did in the 71st minute while you're down a goal. Let me take off an attacker and bring on a centre back that can't play left back and play him left back. Hmm? You took off your
Yeah.
centre back that you guys think about it. Troops and everyone said Timber can play left back. So you
Yeah.
took off your centre back that can play left back and brought on a centre back that can't play left back to play left back.
Hey, I tell you,
Arteta
speak, and I was
brilliance.
watching, and I watched the shout out to Lee Judges. Obviously, Lee Judges is one of the goats, and I watched his AFTV fan cam, and he said something. Obviously, Judges is normally spot on with his assessment in general as well. Very, very honest Arsenal fan when it comes, especially when it comes to his fan cams and being critical. And he said it's all well and good managing when you have everybody fit and available and everybody's flying. And you have a good side, which Arsenal do once everybody's fit. But he's like, where you earn your money is when you have injuries. He's like, still get it done. He's like, we were big up to Javon. Make sure you subscribe to the Final Whistle podcast as well. I did a preview for the United Chelsea game over there, so make sure you go check that out straight after this, people. But he said that's easy to manage. He's like, but then once you start having injuries and suspensions and things of that nature, that's when you need to earn your money. That's when you need to deliver. He said, we went to Villa and won. We went to Spurs and won. He used those two examples. You have to go to Bournemouth and win. You have to go away to Newcastle and win. You have to find a way to get past Liverpool. And it's not necessarily win them all, like he said, but you can't be lose 2 and draw 1. Can't go 3 games without a win if you're supposed to be in the quote-unquote phase that Arsenal are in. But before we continue, get your questions in, people. Get your questions in, because me and Kaneki will be back here tomorrow on the Yardman Show. We'll be going even more in-depth on this Arsenal Newcastle.
It's going to be more smoke. It's going to be more smoke.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And speaking of injuries, ban Ryan from every group chat that you have him in. Just ban him.
Put on mute. You already
all
know.
Right?
And yeah, Prime. Send me them links. Send me them. Just DM me them on Twitter separately, and I get them for the show. But before we carry on, gotta welcome someone who, you know what, has been a super honest Arsenal fan from the jump. Has bypassed all offerings of Kool-Aid. Has just moved. Every time I offered him Kool-Aid, he just slapped that shit out my hand. He was shifting it to the side. He was like, we are not doing anything. Basically, he sounded like me talking about Manchester United. He was talking about Arsenal. You're welcome. You see my Mud Brothers on Chic TV. Man, like Eli is in the building. Yes, Eli, man. What are you saying outside of football, man? What are you saying? Yeah. Love, you know what? Before
you're on mute.
You're on mute, fam. The attire's fire, fam. I like that. The bucket hat with the fire.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. It's on point. I was gotta say that. Looks fire. Yo, we still got
still on mute.
Yeah. All good. Do your thing.
Yeah, because
do your thing, fam. We just saw it.
Because he was in the chat before telling me I overhyped Schlutt. You wanna know what I never did, Ryan? I've never overhyped anyone. I've never overhyped.
Right?
Yeah,
like
I told you,
he won 11 games out of 12.
And the game he lost was a complete fluke. Think about it. The game he lost was because of a wonder goal. This man right now could have been 12 games unbeaten if it wasn't for that wonder goal from Hudson-Odoi. You're like, I overhyped Schlutt. I'm like, how? I told you his weaknesses. The games you struggled in, you've seen the weaknesses that I told you about. You're like, we were trash against Arsenal. Then I would like, Ryan, didn't I tell you that when you play teams with good wingers, it would expose your system because you don't have a natural sitting six? Like he's in the chat going at me. Like, I lied. I've never lied, fam.
You just said attention.
To the guy that was in the chat before, to the guy that was in the chat that was the Portuguese fan, I apologize. When I said it was Almarim, when I said that Almarim hated Bruno, it wasn't big up Eli, we can hear you now. It wasn't Almarim that hated Bruno, it was Jorge Jesus. He hated Bruno. I keep getting it mixed up. It was like the whole Ten Hag thing where Ten Hag was like, he had says that who could stay and who could go, but he wasn't the official manager when it was with Almarim. Almarim was already pipped to get the Sporting job, but he got it in March. That was basically it. That's what I kept forgetting. That's why when what's his name said, that's why I said don't ban him, because I realized I was wrong with that. I'm not afraid to call that I was wrong, but don't call me a liar.
Yeah,
I told you about Schlutt.
We all gonna get things wrong. And the thing is, he's been flying, because if Liverpool was sat in 6th, he'd be here talking about it. But
and the worst is
continue to time out, Ryan. Love that. Eli.
Yeah, continue it.
Newcastle 1, Arsenal 0. Obviously, you was very vocal in the watch along. You've been very vocal.
I felt so bad for Eli in the watch along.
You literally called this before the season. Even when you was winning games, you was like, this ain't even like the Villa game, the Spurs game, for example. You was like, I'm not having it. So I was saying, floor's yours. And before I say the floor is yours, brother from the West Coast, which is the best coast. Eddie's also in the building as well. Yes, Eddie. He's saying Eddie, man.
Shame about the Arsenal.
I love that song, yes.
Shame about the Arsenal. Where Rastafari's at? What my was Robbie? Drop the track, dog. Robbie, drop the track, big dog. Drop the track, big dog. And waking up to Arsenal L's. Shout out to Eli. You wear with pride, buddy. You wear with pride. So I'm not gonna get too harsh. I'm not gonna get too harsh with you.
Fam, you can't be too harsh on Eli. Aren't you a Cowboys fan as well, fam? Damn.
We don't talk about that, man.
Damn.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Hey, this was like Flawless. You know, he was indoctrinated into Man United. I was indoctrinated in the Cowboys. I had no choice. Like if you knew my pop, you were not allowed in the house if you were not a Cowboys fan. So it's like
Fez, I respect you.
Yeah, I understand.
That's the closest thing we have to like football fandom.
Chicago Bulls, fam.
The NFL.
Chicago Bulls as well. Let me tell you this: in my uncle's house, you don't walk in there and talk about anything else but the Bulls. This man has been a Bulls fan since he was 5.
It's fair.
It's tough, man. It's tough. But yeah, man, shout out to the Arsenal. Shit. I looked in that dugout and I thought I saw Van Gaal. But then it was Arteta. Arteta was up in there.
Nah man, it wasn't Van Gaal. I thought I saw the Sangria freaking Sam Allardyce, fam. That's what I thought I saw. The Sangria Sam Allardyce. The tapas Tony Pulis, yeah. I was watching that game and I'm like, is this Arsenal or Stoke City? 4-4-2, really? 4-4-2. Ain't you Spanish? You playing 4-4-2 against an English manager? When has that ever worked?
That was
4-4-2,
bro. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
That was not Arsenal.
Martinelli can't even play left wing. Why are you playing him as a left midfielder?
I big up to Godfrey, man. Big up Flawless, you fraud. I big up the panel. Hey, been a member of the channel 3 months. Hey, Godfrey, I appreciate it. Link for the membership.
Big up Godfrey, man.
Hey, listen, if you don't laugh,
Eli,
you cry,
Flows,
man. You gotta have a sense of humor.
Trust me, been there, man. As you've seen, I've been there.
We know the thing. We know it, Eli.
Facts, man.
Hey, I saw an emergency stream. Shout out to Lee Gunner. I saw an emergency stream, brother. The title has been passed. The power of the Black Panther will be stripped away.
Fam, ain't no Black Panther there being stripped away of nothing, man. This is Monstars.
That has been stripped away.
It's not even Black Panther, fam. It's Monstars. All these players touched the ball and all their skills just went away, fam. Gone forever.
That's still literally what it is, man. Like I don't even know where to begin. Like I'm not even gonna start with the game.
Okay, you start with whichever topic you want to. Floor's yours, fam. I'm gonna shut up.
I'm gonna start with this manager. This quote unquote fucking manager. Why? Why do we get him? Why? I just want to know why. Ancelotti was out there when we were supposedly in talks to get Arteta. Ancelotti was out there. Multiple different managers out there with more experience, more pedigree, CV that has trophies on it. This guy hadn't coached a professional game, and yet Arsenal thought he was the guy. Why? That right there should have told everybody what this board was about. They ain't serious. They are not serious. In his whole tenure, not one actual prolific striker signed. No right winger. For what? Why? Are you serious? That's the question. That's the question that begs answering. Are you serious? And my answer to that is fuck no, you ain't serious. Because if you were serious, we would have won 2 leagues back to fucking back.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm tired of it, yo. Tired of it. I'm tired of fans trying to gaslight me and they're trying to support this manager. This nigga's ass, bro. Get him the fuck out my club, bro. I'm tired of seeing this bullshit football. Because it ain't football. It ain't football. I don't know what the fuck it is we watching, but it ain't football.
Glorified cone drills, my boy.
Bro, that's exactly what it is. Because these dudes just pass it. For what? To do what? Because you ain't scoring goals. You're not looking good. You ain't playing the same type of football y'all played a couple years back. Why? You want to know why? Because this club ain't serious. They don't give a fuck about this club. The owners, they don't give a fuck about this club. They don't give a fuck about these fans. The only thing they care about is money. And it shows. You go to the Emirates,
And the Rams.
That's what
And
I'm
the
saying.
Rams. Don't forget the Rams.
Bro, I'm telling you, you go to the stadium, you go to the Emirates. What atmosphere is there? There's no atmosphere. You want to know why? It's because they took the real fans out the club with this stupid ass ballot system. These fans don't really care. They just care about, it's a nice day out with the boys. I'm getting away from the family. We get to watch the boys play. For what? Just to go out and see us do that shit. Absolutely deplorable, man. 2 games. 2 fucking games. Only 1 shot on target.
That's like what 0.5 a game.
It's terrible. Like what the fuck
no shots on target is crazy.
What's going on? Like you go
1
back,
point out of 9.
like check this. I appreciate it, Sunshine. Hey, listen, this bucket, this
it's
my
fire, man.
shit right here. This is my
Ralph
shit.
It's fire.
Yeah, it's fire. Yeah, it's
I
fire.
appreciate that.
100%.
You gotta have the polo.
Hey,
Let's
yo,
go.
someone's you gotta have it. You gotta have the drip.
It's
You gotta
rap.
have the drip.
It's
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the drip. You know, all day. But it's just terrible. I just don't see what the vision is, or if there even is a vision. I don't think there is a vision, because if there was a vision, you would see us constantly improving. But it seems like we're constantly regressing. You know what I'm saying? I've been calling this out for time. I don't know how long I've been calling this out. I've been calling this out before I met you, Flawless, before I met you, Eddie, before I met everybody else in the panel, before I met everybody else in the chat. I've been calling this out. I've been in inner circles that you talk with your friends, group chats, all that shit. I've been saying this from jump 5 years ago. I was like, get this guy out of here. What the fuck is he doing here? He hasn't won shit. He does he even know how to fucking manage? 8th, 5th, second, possibly 3rd or 4th this year. Maybe even 5th, maybe even 6th. Because we just sliding down this fucking table. I don't see us winning next week. We get our shit pushed in against Inter. Let's get that out the way right now. We get our shit pushed in at Inter. We're gonna lose next week against Chelsea.
Damn.
Chelsea.
No, let us handle that. We'll take care of that tomorrow.
What did you say?
I just don't see
Chelsea alone.
why.
Hey, Eddie
Why?
on my dog, but tomorrow's wall.
And then check this.
Tomorrow's wall.
They,
Good.
going into this game,
Good.
people were talking about revenge. Revenge for what? That shit happened last season. This is a whole new fucking season. What are you talking about revenge for? What are you talking about revenge for? That's nothing to be revenged. We lost. Get over it. Go into this game, try to win it. What did you do? Fuck off. So you know what? Fuck off. You are now, I'm on a warpath. I'm on a warpath until this fucking manager's gone. Get him out my club. Edu, you can get the fuck out my club too. Cronkies, y'all can get the fuck out my club too. Because y'all don't care about this club. Get out now. Get me a manager. Get me an ownership that actually cares about this club. Because I'm tired of seeing this club play this shitty ass fucking football. Because it ain't Arsenal. It ain't Arsenal football. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, bro. Like, I know I said I wasn't going to get upset. But watching that shit just makes me angry. Makes me angry, which is why I try not to watch Arsenal. Every time I watch these motherfuckers, they get me upset. They get me upset. Tired of it, man.
I understand.
They should just
go on. And big up Hassam as well. Shout out to Hassam.
Shout out Hassam as well.
Don Hassam, man. Make sure you subscribe to Don Hassam as well. Go on.
Flawless, we've been talking ball for a long time.
Absolutely.
You know me.
Yes.
I like sauce. I like football with sauce. Arsenal drowning in the sauce right now. That's why I call it Cone Drill FC.
You've been
Brothers
calling it
just
that for the
passing
longest.
pass.
You said it. You've been like,
Just passing the
1,000 passes for no reason.
For no reason. If they could, they'd just be doing revolt, like just right in the middle of the pitch, right? Just right in the middle. Just little triangles right in the middle. Don't even look at the goal. Just let's pass it back and forth. Woo. I mean, like Arsenal used to have killers, certified hitters.
Yeah,
Even if they weren't winning, they had people you had to fear. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, yo 9, and people keep on defending this brother Havertz. I defend him for shits.
Don't call him a 9. Don't call him a 9.
Oh, don't do that.
I defend him so long may it continue. That's why I defend him.
Yo, they said Eddie. They said they told me I was hating, you know.
They
told me I was hating on him because I didn't rate him.
Keep hating.
Hey, Eddie.
Because I don't rate him.
Hey, Eddie.
Eddie.
He's not a 9. He's not a 9. He's a platform 9 3/4. But
Yeah, so you
9. Eddie, listen.
According to
Listen, Eddie.
player.
I'm gonna be real. I'll start defending Kai Havertz when he has a season better than Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba had 13 goals and 11 assists. 2 of those goals were penalties. In his 13-goal season that Troops and everybody was waxing lyrical about, weren't 6 of his goals penalties? He has 13 goals and 7 assists.
He is.
He's 13 goals and 7 assists, right?
But Prime was spot on when he said 9 he is platform 9 3/4. Yeah,
9
don't exist.
3/4.
Yeah, man, don't exist. I miss.
Yeah,
You know
don't
what I'm saying?
exist,
That's what it
man.
is. Yeah, that's it, yo. Platform 9 3/4 is brilliant, yo. That is brilliant.
listen,
What was it? Joe Linton is a. What was it? Joe Linton is a failed striker turned midfielder. Kai Havertz is just a failed baller.
He's a they them 9. He's a they them 9.
Go on, Prime.
He's a they them 9. That's what he is.
Kai Havertz that we've
Go on,
seen is in 2021 when Chelsea won the Champions League. You're not going to see that Kai again. You're not going to see the best Kai again. I'm sorry.
But
It's
even this is where it gets funny to me. You already got Kai Havertz. You say, "Fuck, we need goal scoring."
You bought Sterling.
Gabriel Joseph.
Yes, it
I don't use the Lord's name in his name.
Gabriel Joseph.
Gabriel Joseph. That's what his name is.
Yeah, Gabriel.
Not use the
That's
Lord's name to even describe that man's action, if that man's existence. Gabriel Joseph.
Shout out Eddie. I'm stealing that.
All good. We brothers in this mix. Then you brought Raheem Sterling. Shout out to Odegaard. He's injured. I mean, again, that's the pretty pass merchant if I've ever seen one. But he can play a little bit. I'm not gonna go in on his best day. But then we gonna have to start saying free Ethan. Ethan, brother, I see you,
bro.
I see you.
I've been calling this out.
We
for
got
years.
this thing over here at United, right? Where you don't want your manager bringing dogs to work. You don't want your manager talking about light bulbs and spark up at team meetings.
You don't like taking pictures or saying hi to Declan.
Come on, man. Oh yeah, shout out to Declan. I don't even want to embarrass Rice by associating this man with Rice too. Shout out to him though.
Declan Couscous, man. That's what they call him. Eddie.
Nah.
It's Declan Couscous, man.
Nah, Couscous is actually nice.
Couscous is solid.
No, Couscous is solid. You can't do that. Eddie, you need to understand right now, fam. If this Arsenal right now was a spice, it'd be flour, fam.
Yeah.
Bro, it wouldn't even be flour. It wouldn't even be flour. It would be baking soda. That's what this shit would be. Baking soda.
I promise you, yeah. Just paint Arsenal
I
blue.
got baking soda. I got baking soda. Sorry, go on. That's you.
Yeah. I'm just saying, just paint. You man, just paint the Arsenal shirts blue. Look from above with a drone, and it's literally Everton's Sean Dyche.
Can I just say this, Eli?
Gabriel's Ben Mee.
Can I just say this, Eli?
Saliba's James Tarkowski. This is literally the same shit.
If Rice stayed playing for Ireland, you wouldn't have them at Arsenal right now. I guarantee you.
Oh no,
Only at Arsenal.
That nigga would have been at Millwall.
You know the politics. Trust me.
He'd be at Millwall right now.
My thing is this: you get us a manager. Like we're in a similar situation to United, in my opinion. In the fact that you go and get us a manager, trust we would look 10 times better than we do. Mm-hmm. Because if you look 5 years back when Martinelli first broke into the team, when Saka was first breaking into the team. Like shout out to Lee Gunner, he brought this up in his emergency meeting. I actually went back and watched it.
Which one?
The 5-5 versus Liverpool. And you see how them boys balled out. And you can't tell me they don't look completely different then than they do now.
But here's the problem, Eli. See, we have it at United too. People get used to what you're good at the more you show it.
Yeah, that's true.
So the scouting report is out. Now, I mean, again, shout out Saka. You know, I'm sure he's a good kid, good church-going kid. But god damn, bro, I mean, that brother, that's like a rough steak right there, man. That's a rough steak, right? That's a whole lot of energy. That's a whole lot of energy just to break it down, bro. He got no sauce.
Hey, you know what it is already? You know what it is? Arteta micromanaging like Pep. That's exactly what it is, because if you go and look at Pep, every team that he's had ballers. And those ballers, like say for instance, a Jack Grealish look muted under him. Muted.
But let me ask
you, they don't look the same.
Because I think honestly, I think it's by design because of who these players are, right? Like your play style kind of mirrors your personality in a lot of ways. I think we all can agree to that.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of nice guys on the pitch. You got a bunch of nice guys. You need a dickhead in the mix, bro.
Hey, that's why I wanted
somebody where
if that
crowd throws a plastic cup, we throwing the whole goddamn table. You need somebody to be on that type of shit.
They like because they say dark arts, but to Prime's 9 3/4 joke as well. That's what it's like. It's like the dark arts at Hogwarts. You know when the topic. It's like who would really be scared of Malfoy? You know what I'm saying? He ain't the bully, no man. You know what I'm saying?
I think if anything, we only got 2 bad boys on our team, and that's Gabriel and Timber. That's it. Everybody.
Fam, you ain't got not one. If I ran on the streets against any one of them niggas, fam, I'd box them.
I think,
Eli, I'll be honest. No one's scared of Shiver Me Timbers. I'll be sorry.
Yeah, no one's afraid of Timbers. Boy like Timber, when you buck them at Jamaica, fam, puff them chest one time, mute.
Nah, what I'm saying is
Gabriel need a gang around him, fam. Gabriel ain't 10 toes in the streets.
You're saying like with Gabriel, he actually has the intents to do it, like the attitudes there type of thing.
Okay.
That's what,
I'll agree with that.
Which I do get. Like if like he won't run. Like I don't think he'll run. Like
he won't run.
He won't.
He won't run, but he won't throw a punch.
He won't throw a punch. Yeah.
Stop,
wait,
guys. Stop, guys. Stop.
Yeah, fam. You man had bad mans in your team back when you had like Son in your midfield. When Son used to step on people. Yeah? When you used to have bad man in on the side, when you used to see them and say, yeah, you can't really rough up the brother, you buck you. Fam, your side soft, fam. Complete soft.
If one of them raises their voice,
Jazz, fuck you, bro.
All right,
ain't nobody tripping. Ain't nobody.
Fam, all your team does is cry, fam. That's all you mans have ever done, man. Just a bunch of babies. That's all they do is just soft. I
can't refute that.
Yeah,
because you know what Newcastle got to be on. You know what you signing up when you go to that St. James Park. It's a bar fight, and then it's a football game.
Shout out Flawless. What did you call that Newcastle midfield? Death Jam?
Yeah, somebody called it. Wait, for me, somebody said, it's a Def Jam fight for New York midfield.
Yeah,
I was howling. It wasn't me.
Midfield.
One word, Joe Linton. Let me tell you something. That brother needs to be arrested, man. We need to be saved from him. That brother is different, dog. It's like it's like, bro, he about to fuck some shit up. Let me cut real quick. Y'all got it.
Yeah, shout out Jez. It was Jez who said it about the Arsenal, the Newcastle United midfield. He was spot on. He said that.
Yeah, because I call it some Avengers level midfield. I'm like, that's the midfield you have to try and stop the Avengers.
Mr. Bet 360 was in there moving. Mr. Bet 360 was out there moving.
I'm watching Declan Rice struggle against Willock. Aren't you a centre back? Man. Why are you struggling to stop someone? Why does Willock have you on ropes? Like, let's not forget that your midfield today got bullied by Shane Longstaff.
Yeah, but
hey, listen, man. I just want to point this out. What did I? Go ahead.
Kaneki, we know what Declan Rice is. Whenever he faces a midfield that has a little bit of technique, he gets outclassed. You know what he is.
He's a centre back.
Go on. Go on, Eli.
Yeah, the only thing I was gonna say is, what did I tell everybody about Marino? What I tell him? What I tell you?
The beast.
What I tell you?
Yeah. The beast. Yeah. Sure.
I told y'all, man.
This man played against Newcastle, and everyone knew how to play against him.
Like Kaneki, you and I, we watch La Liga week in, week out. We both know this guy's shit. We both know
that man was the 5th best midfielder for freaking Sociedad.
That's what I'm saying.
The 5th best midfielder.
Like the Bruno looks better than him. The Bruno Mendez.
But you know, is that what Flawless says? Anything that has the stamp of Man United, all of a sudden is covered in gold. They stamped him with the Arsenal match, and all of a sudden everybody tried to put him on the levels of Rodri.
Now, like Jess
Brother,
said in the
this
chat,
man-
he got it because you know what it was with him is because he was in the Zubimendi side. That's why you saw see that. That's why he got stamped. Oh well, he must be good because he plays in the side. People don't.
It
watch
must
it.
be good.
Most people don't watch it. Obviously, you do, and so does Kaneki and I mean Kaneki and Eli do.
Eurostats. Because Spain won the Euros. He was in the
he played.
Euros squad.
He played.
Y'all,
in the Euros
y'all
squad, too.
overcomplicating it.
Yeah.
Arteta fantasizes about what he'd look like if he was in that team. He said, "This brother looks like me. Let me
I'ma
put him in
keep
that
it-
team."
I'm gonna keep it 100 with all of y'all.
Go
And
on.
he's
The only reason Marino got signed is because he scored a fucking goal. That's the only reason he got signed is because he scored that goal in the Euros. He don't score that goal, he do not get signed. I promise you.
You want to know,
NPC, man.
Eli? You want to know why I can't even use the Euros excuse? What's his name? Eder scored the winning goal for Portugal in the Euros, and ain't no one tried to sign his ass. And like no one tried to sign him. No one. Eder scored the winning goal for Portugal against France, and no one tried to sign him after. Ain't no big team came for that guy. That man stayed in Russia.
Fez?
Your team just don't know what they want. You never needed Marino. You didn't need Marino. You man never needed him. You didn't. But your manager was like, yo, I don't know how to fix this team. Yeah? I don't know how to fix this team. So let's just put a bunch of name in a hat, spin them around, and then pick out something that might be needed. Really? Really? You bought a centre back when you needed striker, and you bought a midfielder when you needed a winger.
Declan Rice centre back stuff is hilarious. Man.
That's what I'm saying. He's literally he's Arteta is modern football encapsulated, right? It's devoid of a personality.
Damn.
It literally is some of the most soulless football I have ever seen for the hopes of getting a win. But people hide behind the idea that because they set up so tactically well and they don't allow you a lot of chances, that somehow that's going to lead to success. Meanwhile, I've seen they've given up more goals than Spurs. Yep. So for all that setting up tactically, what has that shit got you? You have regressed because you have not grown as a football team. You had it. You had it when it was a high-flying Arsenal,
BBL
right?
Football.
You had it. BBL. Hell yeah, no BBL football.
That's a fire bar.
Artificial.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not. No.
And we know it's not true, and we know it's not real. We can tell.
It's not even BBL football because Arsenal's back doesn't even look good. So we can't even call it that.
It's a bad BBL job.
BBL's look shit.
It's a bad BBL.
It's a bad BBL.
It's a botch BBL, man.
Call the shop BBL.
That's what it is. Call the shop one, man. Yeah, that's what it is.
Y'all know what Arsenal need? Y'all know what Arsenal need? They need a little bit of injection. You know, we need a GBL, not a BBL. You know what I'm saying? We need a.
There's not a plastic surgeon alive that can fix Arsenal.
Hey, we need a GBL. You know, we need a Ghanaian baller lip. Go and give me kudos, please.
Yeah. Auntie Eddie, when you say that they're set up well, fam, any team that plays 5 centre backs and 2 DM is going to be difficult to score against.
But you see, what I was saying was that's what they say to defend it. They say, "Oh, we set up tactically well," but it's like, wait a minute, you put everybody behind the ball and you play 5 center backs, bro.
Mm-hmm. 5 center backs, 2 DM, a wing back, and whatever Trossard and these men want to identify as, man.
Nah, but Eddie, do you know what their response is? Their response is when Chelsea did it, no one complained. Everyone complained when Chelsea played terrorism football. But you know what happened? We won titles. We won Champions Leagues. You guys are struggling with Spurs.
You guys are one botch decision away from going invincible.
Let's be real.
One botch decision.
We know what it is, but you still had some killers in that whole mix of yours.
Yes.
So it was like you played a certain way, but the quality you had on that pitch, we excused it.
Also, we were
Carvalho, Terry, McManaman, and these guys?
Also, let me just say this. We weren't playing terrorism football to the likes of Bournemouth and Newcastle. We were doing it against Man United and Barcelona.
Right.
It was terrorists against the big teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. What was it? It was a nightmare for big teams to play against you. No one wanted to go to the bridge back in 2003.
It was terrorist in genuine wars against teams with actual weapons of mass destruction.
Actual
You know what I'm
firepower.
saying? Not someone outside with a water gun and a super soaker. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, there's levels to this, 100%. Like,
It was tank for tanks, RPG for RPG. That was it. Was.
It's not old man kicking. It's not old man kicking the can down the road. It's not that type of thing. You know what I'm
Arsenal
saying?
played 5 centre backs, 2 DMs against Evan Nelson. Disgusting,
Hey,
man.
nah, but y'all know what I've been saying.
It was
I've always been saying for the past
disgusting,
couple
that
years.
is.
I've been saying that since we
Go
got
on,
all
and I'm gonna go to you, Prem.
these center backs, and we got all, we got the best defense, quote unquote. Why not just play a back three?
Yeah.
The back what?
If
Okay, and who you gonna play for the wing? A centre back.
That's all I'm saying.
Nah, they got wing backs, man.
Hey, Saka.
Which they have one wing back.
Yeah,
They have one wing back.
Saka left wing back.
Saka and Martinelli are both wing backs. Let's be real.
Actually, all jokes aside, I genuinely think Martinelli would be a better right wing back than he is a left winger. I'll say that.
Martinelli can't even play left wing properly. Left wing back.
Nah, right wing back. He right wing. Let him move up and down,
that
better.
brother-
I would even
that
play
brother-
Nelly or
left
Palmer.
bench.
One of those
Perfectly
two.
suited for
One of
left
those
bench.
two.
That's where he's supposed to be. Boy,
See
hand
ball,
me
kick
a
ball,
water when
chase
I
ball.
get out this game. That's his perfect position.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like complete and utter dog water from. I can't under this weak ass fan base. Yeah, man, we're going to challenge this year. You're going to do what? What you think challenging is easy? You think it's easy? Yeah.
Crazy.
Every moment.
I just want to know
Like we haven't been doing that.
why
for the
no
last 2
strikers.
years. What
That's
makes
my
this year
only
different?
question that I'll ever have for this moment in time, for being so close, and everybody and their mama can see the difference between you and Man City. It's that blonde-haired, blue-eyed demon up front. Why can't? Why? Like nothing. No one. Zips. Like nobody.
Eddie, come on, let's be real. Kai Havertz is the key. Come on, let's not do this.
That's cold. That's even cold for me.
heard.
That's cold even
What
for
was
me.
it that Eli said on stream today when he saw Trossard and Havertz up top? That if these two guys score, that was it that he said.
Trossard.
Fam, I don't like Trossard and Havertz. Really, that's what you're going to win the league with?
Oh,
Trossard and Havertz. Yeah. The wish version of
That's crazy. When you think about it, that as a front two is terrible.
Terrible.
Fam, you have the Timo Dries Mertens, yeah, and a Make-A-Wish Thomas Muller up front. What? Really?
Accurate. That's actually accurate. But he does think he's Thomas Mueller. He really does.
Bro, that's too accurate. That's too fucking accurate, bro.
He really is.
Like, wow, like, okay then. And then, what was it? Okay, so are we going to play a midfield duo of Rice and Moreno?
Yeah, Rice and Moreno.
So which part the creativity will come from? Where the creativity will come from?
Where's
That
the
is
pace?
That is Rice and Paella, man.
Bro, that's literally they
Go
move forward in a
watch that.
comfort
You don't have
mixing,
to watch
man.
But watch
Fam,
the
that-
Conference League. I think it was the Conference League trophy, like championship game, right? And I watched Amrabat because we were linked to him at the time. Run circles around Declan Rice, huh?
Yes, he did. Yes.
Crazy.
Amrabat. Come on, dog. What we doing?
You talking about that Fiorentina versus West Ham game, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bro. That was deplorable, bro. That was absolutely deplorable. Like that.
You
right
guys
there,
spent 100 million on this guy.
On this
bro.
guy.
I seen that. I was like, bro, why the fuck did we not go get Caicedo when he was available? Like, we could have easily got him for way less than what Chelsea spent for him. Way less.
What was funny in the stream today was Eli calling Isak to score. That was the funniest thing about it. That was the funniest thing about the stream was just Eli saying, yo, just watch Isak score. And then just 10 minutes later, Isak score.
Didn't they tell me? They tell me that's the best center back pairing in the league?
Yeah,
no,
that's a bad goal to concede. Great cross by Gordon, great header, but you have to do better. What's crazy is he ran off Rice as well. He ran off Rice. Yeah. Neither Gabriel, nobody picked him up. Nobody said, "Hey, Isak's going towards the box. Yeah. Pick him up."
Where have we seen this before? Oh right, Bayern Munich. Hey Rice, have you not seen Goretzka yet?
Nah, we still looking for him now. Still chasing him now.
So
Don't know what happened.
I'm looking at
Still
it.
don't know what happened.
Look, I'm looking
Nah,
at it right now. I'm like, you're two centre backs just watch Isak like, good morning, hi guys, how are you? Don't pay attention to me. I'm just waltzing in the box. No one went to close him down.
No one's
When
even
this
close.
man leaked now, they're like, right, he doesn't play for us.
Yeah, I don't think anyone even closed it. I don't think anyone even looked at him when I think about it.
No one noticed him.
I think Gabriel figured out he was there when he put the ball in the net. When he seen him celebrating, he's like,
Fam.
I think genuinely.
Gabriel was dancing samba. Yeah. Saliba was thinking about freaking croissants. Yeah. And Declan Rice was still thought he was at West Ham, fam.
So mad.
Hey, now you remember that bird that distracted Ramsdale? I think that's what Gabriel saw. He said, "Oh, I remember that bird." And then we know back to goal already scored. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you looking at? Pay attention.
And man's like, hey, is that a Blue Jay? Goal. What do you mean goal?
Like, what? Wait, they scored? He said, where'd you come from, bro?
And then watching your manager then bring on, I need to score a goal. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring on Gabriel Joseph and Jorginho. Really? Really? You want to score a goal and you're bringing on Diogo Finito and that fake Italian.
Brother went to the flavor capital. Capital. He went to Brazil, he went to Italy, and still came back with no sauce. Only Arteta.
No, even worse. You went to Italy and Spain you went to Italy and Brazil and you literally kept spices and you came back with salt and pepper. Really?
Yeah, crazy. For those that don't know, they're condiments. They're not spices, salt and pepper. Condiments, people. And big up to Solo P1. This was crazy. You know why? Because everybody else ran troops. And it's like people like a minute he spoke to them, minute and a half. He hung up on me after like two sentences. I just heard he was out. I didn't even troll about the game. That's the craziest part. I didn't say nothing about the game. I just said I heard your Arteta out. I said, "Fuck you, bro."
There it is, right there. There it is, right
there. Yeah, man.
See, the innocence. It's the innocence.
That's it, yo.
The innocence.
You gotta talk to me, yo. I want to know.
Immediately worse.
I want to know, Eddie, what has changed and you've seen in this game? Because a few weeks ago you were saying this man was winning the Premier League. Well, go on, fam. Go on.
This dude. You had the black tie on when you asked that question too. Don't lie. Don't lie. You see, I just asked me questions, right?
I was just shocked. I was surprised, fam. I was surprised. I was befuddled. I was like, all right, let's try and figure this out. Because I want to know what happened in particular for him to say that. Because just a couple of weeks ago, he was talking about Arsenal are definitely winning the league. They're definitely winning a big trophy.
I bet he regret ever saying clip this.
And then he said clip this. And then I'm hearing that you're now Arteta out. Whilst after a 1-0 loss to Newcastle. Bear in mind, you lost 2-1 to Bournemouth. You know what I'm saying? Bear in mind, you've drew other games and had disappointing results. So I want to know, what was it that this game in particular, where, yeah, you were bad, but it's not like you got peppered. Like Newcastle, going forward, didn't offer too much. You didn't have to, but yeah. I just really want to know. But yeah, shout out troops, man. We'll talk to him Monday. It's all good. Big up.
Your best left back. Your best left back. What was it? Your best left back in Timber. Ain't no one getting past Timber. Anthony Gordon skinned him for the goal. Like, really? Like, when you say great something's cross. The best, and then when you say the best and you put Arsenal's, it don't work like that. You can't put the best and put Arsenal beside of that. That's oil and water. Yeah? It don't mix. It don't mix. Arsenal have the best defense in the league. You've conceded more than Spurs. We've scored the most goal. You scored the most set pieces in the league. Yeah, as I said, you are the North London Stoke City. Cross and inshallah. Yeah. The only thing is you guys don't have Peter Crouch. I don't know whatever Kai Havertz is. Yeah, because you already have your Shaqiri. You already have your B-Tech Shaqiri in Saka. You just don't have a Peter Crouch. All you need now is just, hey, January's coming.
Shaqiri, you know.
That's funny, yo. What you man really need, I can tell you this right now. I can tell you what can fit Arsenal side right now to make you guys a perfect prime Stoke City. Go and buy Patrick Bamford.
This guy been trying to sell Patrick Bamford for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? I respect it.
It hits. It does hit.
It
does
be real. Think about it. He's tall. He's useless. He's a perfect Arsenal player, and he's English. So tall, useless, and English. He fits Arsenal.
We already got something like that, but he's German. He's tall, useless, and German.
Yeah, but
we got the German version.
That PTSD hit, Fonzie. That PTSD hit him differently.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah, because his brethren who's a United fan rang him before, and it's like, yo, but again, people don't want to be listening. Because I'm a United fan and we've been terrible. I've been telling troops this. Because every time it's like, oh, United fan, it's like, yes, you are doing better than us, but you are not doing well. You know what I'm saying? You're not, surprisingly, for whatever reason.
We know false flagging when we see it. We got second too, my boy. We know what it looked like.
Facts. Exactly. And surprisingly, my club actually made two key decisions and got them right, which is shocking. But go on, bro.
What you don't understand is,
go on.
This has been Arsenal the past 20 years because they don't win anything major. So long as they look like they're doing better than Chelsea, United, Spurs, Liverpool, so long as they can laugh at someone.
It looks like they're doing better. That's like, thank you for using a key term. It looks like they're doing better.
It's the illusion of it. Okay, go on.
Yes. I can laugh at Man United, so it's okay that we've bottled 2 title races on the bounce. That's the thing.
Because United are so bad. Because he said in defensive troops, you could see the realization across his face that he was open to being trolled by Manchester United again, the United fans again, he could not take. But the thing is, I wasn't even the first to let him know. His brethren before rang him, who's a United fan, and he was on the phone for like a minute and some change. So I was there second, and like I said, I didn't even talk about the game, people. It's on his watch along. I was interested in the game. I wasn't even going to ring him. I was like, all right, let me just listen to everyone else's calls because it's going to be funny. And I heard, Arteta out, and it was a mix of get him out now. We got to get him out in the summer. Obviously, he would have calmed down now because he was still fuming in his match reaction. But we'll see on Monday anyway in regards to back again. And I'll ask him there. I want to know about this Arteta thing. Yeah, go on.
I would have sacked his ass on the touchline.
Fuck him. I know you would have. I know you would have sacked him on the touchline.
I would have sacked him. I wouldn't even hire him to begin with. Fuck him.
But the hilarity of it is literally that if it wasn't for Ten Hag, Man United would have been above Arsenal. Like, has anyone actually clocked that? If it literally wasn't for Ten Hag, we would have been in and around Arsenal. Because when you look at the games we lost that we really shouldn't have lost, it's a whole different thing. Like, understand this. Nottingham Forest are third. Big up John Santos, because a lot of people don't really get don't get that. Big up John Santos in chat, because a lot of people as well. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that. Forest are third.
Yeah, shout out.
Nottingham Forest.
Shit, they've only lost 1 game in 10. Hey, shout out to Forest.
Exactly.
Hey, don't forget about Brighton. Do not forget about Brighton. They are sneakily they are sneaking under everybody's radar right now.
Yeah,
they are playing sneaky.
You know what that shows, Eli? That you don't necessarily need 11 world-class to top-class players to get results and implement your system. If you have competent players and you implement a system, guess what? You can get results in the league. Who would have thought managing would work? Hey, who would have thought coaching's actually coaching?
We should talking about
flawless. They don't get it flawless. Flawless. They don't get that flawless. Like when you have a manager that knows that 1 + 1 = 2, how much of a difference it make than a manager that's trying to tell you that theoretically 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2.
Facts.
Managers that just do the basics. Nottingham Forest is not out here playing no Sangari tiki taka. No, none of that. Nottingham Forest is literally on the wing. We have a tall guy up there. Put the ball in the mixer. It's literally Brexit football. Just a little flair on it.
You forgot though. 1 + 1 = 2, but if you invert the 1, you get 3.
That's the type of nonsense coaches come with. It's crazy.
That's the type of nonsense coaches tell me.
That's Arteta logic right there.
Whether it's Forest, whether it's Brighton, they're showing you in this league that it's not all about, you need 11 world-class players. It's like, no, just implement a system with set players. And you'll do okay.
I do want to point out.
By the way,
that I did say Brighton were going to finish top 6. I did say that.
First.
Hey,
even Bournemouth being an 8th. Yeah, go on.
Remember last season when I said that Chris Wood is better than Taiwo Awoniyi?
Yeah.
Guys,
Hey, that's a good option to have off the bench.
Chris Wood can suck my left nut. Fuck him.
What did Chris Wood
Fuck
do? What
him.
happened?
What did he do to you?
What did Chris Wood do?
Burnley,
Last
fam.
year,
Burnley.
bro. Last year.
Oh, against City. Was it the game against
Bro.
City?
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
him for that. He did that shit
Yeah.
on purpose, man. I
He
don't care what
purposefully
anybody
missed.
says.
No, I know. I purposely missed. I made a joke about it. I'm like, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, I knew it.
Wait.
Like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, man, you a fucking hoe for that. You knew what you was doing. You better than that, Chris Wood. I didn't see you bend shit from
Chris
like,
Wood slander.
like I didn't see you bend harder shit than that. And you send it skywalk. Bro, you a hoe for that. You were forever a hoe. You were forever a hoe to me, bro.
Like, what you don't understand is no one wants Arsenal to win the league.
Yeah, because
Not even Arteta doesn't even want you to win the league. So
I've said it before. Arsenal's biggest op in their title race is Arsenal. How are you your biggest op? I've said this so much time. Flawless can quote this. You are your biggest ops. No one else is a rival. Arsenal's biggest rival is Arsenal. I've never seen a team hate themselves so much that they sabotage themselves and then blame everyone else for why they F themselves over. Like, why? I don't get it. I really don't get it. You needed a striker, you signed a centre back. You needed a winger, you signed a defensive midfielder. You needed a backup winger for soccer. You signed another centre back. Really? So you got rid of what?
respect Batman Sterling, bro.
Who did you sign?
Sterling.
Who did you sign?
Chelsea's best player. Remember?
Chelsea's best player. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Arsenal fans.
Hold on, Kaneki. We haven't seen the best of him. He said it himself. We haven't seen the best of him.
Yeah.
I'm
you
still
wanna
waiting.
who also said?
I'm
You
still
wanna
waiting.
who also said that? You wanna who also said that? Yeah, David Luiz. Anyone wants to tell me how that went? David Luiz said that when he signed for Arsenal. You haven't seen the best of me. Mm-hmm. How did that go?
Remember when you signed Willian and he said Arteta told him 3 years Champions League.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
So Willian, David Luiz, who else? So Willian, David Luiz, Petr Cech, all of them went to Arsenal saying, "You're about to see a different version of us." Mm-hmm.
Jorginho.
And Jorginho as well. How much own goals did David Luiz score again? Was it 7?
Yeah, he was bad for us. He was.
No, but everyone knows David Luiz was on a double agent job. Everyone knows.
No, the only one that was David Luiz at least hid his double agent because he had some good games. Willian was just straight out telling you guys, "I signed here to F you over."
And Kaneki, you know what's brilliant about that? Yeah, Willian's debut was sick.
I remember that video on Barstool when everybody was like, "Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Chelsea. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm."
Yeah, and then it's better than Ziyech, but they're both shit anyway. So,
listen to me. I've never seen a club sabotage themselves more than Arsenal. I've never seen a club do it more than Arsenal.
Yeah,
you sign players that no one else wants. You literally sign players that no one else wants, and then sit here and be like, "We're going to turn them like, yo, spray painting shit. Don't change it from being shit, man." You need to understand it. You could paint it anything you want. You could paint it gold, diamond, and silver. It's shit at the end of the day. It's still shit. Polish a turd. It's still a turd. I don't get it. We're going to change Havertz. Did you change Havertz? Because to me, that looks like the same nigga that was at Chelsea dying. Only thing is he's dying in red and not in blue. What happened? Man, we got Jorginho, okay, and he doesn't start for you. You signed a player that doesn't start for Chelsea, and now you have him and he doesn't start for you. So why did you sign him? Why did you sign him? You look at it now. Last season, you were 3 goals. 3 goals. I remember 3 goals. Havertz missed 1 in the opening against Aston Villa, the game you lost, and the Fulham game, the 2 goals that you lost. So you needed 3 goals, and you were manager decided, you want to where we're going to get that 3 goals? We're going to sign a centre back. Yo, last season, we lost Odegaard. Odegaard on our season crumbled. So you wonder what we're going to do? We're going to get rid of Emil Smith Rowe, the only other creative midfielder we have. I wonder what we're going to sign? Someone that came to the Premier League and flopped as a defensive midfielder. So you got rid of an attacking midfielder and signed someone that came here already and flopped. Because
I will never understand that transfer. I will never understand it.
And then you're like, yo, we need a young, explosive player on the wing to help challenge Saka. And we signed 37-year-old Raheem Sterling.
Oh, Conceição, Jadon Sancho. So many fucking wingers out here. You could have went and got Kvaratskhelia. There's so
you could have gotten
what's
his name, Sissoko. You could have gotten him.
right.
But no. Yeah, but no. Freaking Mitoma. You guys could have signed. No. You wonder what we need in our attack right now? We need Raheem Sterling, the brother that missed key goals. Please understand, Raheem Sterling's entire career is listed on what ifs. This man has fumbled every single big goals in his entire career. Really?
Before we carry on, Kideki, hey, you lot, over 130 of you lot in the building, only at 87 likes. Let's get up to triple digits, people. Like check 1212, like check 1212. Hit that like button, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live. Big up to everyone listening on the audio platforms as well, Spotify, etc. But yeah, we're 10 away from 100 likes. Continue to make sure you hit the subscribe button if you are indeed new as well. I know some of you lot are new. I get your questions in, people. It doesn't have to be on the Newcastle Arsenal game. It may be something else. Members as well. Members, get your questions in and we'll get to your questions, of course, if you super chat. Because if you are a member of the channel, your question takes priority, like a super chat on the Q&As, people. So whether it's Q&As with the rest of the panel like this, or whether it's the solo Q&A, either or, people. So I start the best questions, even if I get to it 5 to 10 minutes afterwards as well. Yeah, Sunshine, he's my biggest fan. You know what I'm saying? That Don loves me. You know the amount of how many accounts he creates to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the dedication, man. If Manchester United ownership had that dedication to United winning, boy, we'd win everything. Yeah. That must be 7th or 8th account. Yeah, go on, Fab.
Got a G in chat that was you're going over shit, man. I already know. You know this? Your owners don't seem to know this though, fam. The Gooner fan base. I refuse to call you guys that. I'm just gonna stick to calling you guys Gunners. All right. I don't know why people are happy to call themselves Gooners, but the Gunners is, that Gunner G as an Arsenal fan, that Arteta don't seem to grasp that you lost the 2 titles because you weren't scoring enough. You weren't scoring goals in key moments. Yeah? The big moments, the Fulham games, the Aston Villa games, the Liverpool games where you needed a decisive goal to win it. You need a striker, a player that scores, that can come up in clutch moments. And you're signing centre backs. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. And I find it completely hilarious when I hear this fan base that's done nothing in 20 years talk like they've done anything in 20 years. Like, in 20 years, I've watched my team win a Champions League, go to 3 Champions League finals. I've watched Chelsea go to, 2 Champions League finals? No, 3 as well. 3 Champions League finals for Chelsea, 3 Champions League finals for Man United. I watched Liverpool go to 2 is it 2 for them or 3? 3 Champions League finals for Liverpool. 4. Okay. 4 Champions League finals for them, 2 Champions League finals for City. In 20 years, how much Champions League finals have Arsenal been to? Yeah? Leicester City were literally one result away from making it to a semi-final. So right now, Leicester City has gone further in the Champions League than you in 20 years. Everybody, look it up. Leicester City. I think you and Leicester City are now on equal footings in the Champions League the last 20 years. Leicester City made it to what? Was it the quarterfinals where they lost to Atletico Madrid?
Where did they get to? I can't remember, That's a good point.
That season, they made it the furthest out of any England team. Because City got fished up by Mbappe. That Monaco side, I know that. I remember that season. Where did Leicester City make it that season? Was it in the quarterfinals? They lost to Atletico Madrid. Yeah, they lost to Atletico Madrid. If I'm wrong, chat, tell me I'm wrong. I'm not afraid to say I'm wrong. But at least let me know. Wasn't it this quarterfinals Leicester made it to?
Yeah, I think it's prime chickens.
Yeah, someone
quarterfinals. Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Good memory. I can remember.
Yeah,
What was it? He was like, I just couldn't remember quarterfinals. That's
Yeah,
a really memory.
and Atletico Madrid barely beat them. These men were literally giving Atletico Madrid a game.
Oh my God, Kaneki. Yeah, Atletico Madrid 2-1.
Yeah,
that's incredible. That
are you wondering what happened? It was the 76 minutes. Vardy, Oblak, take a bow. Oblak should have never saved that shot. Vardy scores that. I'm confident Leicester would have made it to the semi-final. Yeah, I remember that game so much because I was like, how are Leicester City here? Your first time in the Champions League and you're making it to the quarterfinals and you're fisting up Atletico Madrid.
Hey, you know what it is, Kaneki? It's because they play football. That's exactly why they play football.
Word to Eddie, not this sauceless stuff, cone drills and everything.
Terrible.
Let me get to a couple of these things before we get to this. Is Ian Wright speaking after Arsenal's defeat to Newcastle United. Big up Warrior J for putting these comments in the comment section. It really is quite frustrating to be 10 games in and feeling like you do now. That's only because we know how tough it is to try and chase down Manchester City. One shot on target against Bournemouth, one shot on target today. It's not good enough for a team going for a title. There's a lot of work to be done in the dressing room. We can't keep looking and saying we're missing Odegaard because we know we're missing that. We've seen Ethan and Mwerry come on, but it's a lot of pressure on him. Hey,
I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that.
Look at
Lamine Yamal.
That's an excuse.
Look at Lamine Yamal. Look at Cesc Fabregas. Look at all these ballers. Wayne Rooney. I'm not hearing that, especially from Ian Wright. Fuck that. No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that. You making excuses, dog. You know, Ian Wright. You've been there. Why are you making excuses for these men? Why are you making excuses? Put your neck on them, bro. Put your foot on their neck until they do something, man. You a club legend and you acting like this, bro. Get out their fucking pocket.
That's disgusting from Ian Wright.
With them worries, it's like play him.
Yeah.
Play him.
That is disgusting because big up to the chat as well. It's 5. Thank you. As I said it was 4. It's 5 for Liverpool. So thank you, chat, for reminding me of that. I completely forgot about 05. I started from 07 and went on. But Ian Wright, what do you mean about you don't have Martin Odegaard and these mans and Ethan Nowari? Ian Wright, did you or did you not watch Cesc Fabregas come through at your side? How old was Patrick Vieira when he came through at Arsenal? Like, hello, Perez, Thierry Henry, Like, what do you mean? Oh, Ethan Nowari. We watched Barcelona get rid of Edgar Davids, Dzeko, and Yaya Toure, and brought through Iniesta from out their academy, Busquets from out their academy, and Xavi from out their academy, with Lionel Messi from out their academy. Would you like me to bring up the rest of the Barcelona players that came through the academy and dog walked La Liga? Yeah? Yeah, Alexis Sanchez that came from their academy. Yeah, Jordi Alba that came from their academy.
Dick, yo. Sorry.
That's tough.
Yeah?
Sorry. Prime just took me out with a message.
No, like I can't understand this.
And Kaneki, and the funny thing about it, Kaneki, they're doing it again. Barcelona, they're doing it again with their young talent. They're bringing them through. And they're kicking ass.
No, but that's the thing. That's the thing, Eli. I've always heard about English teams praising about their young talents. The only team in big teams that actually use their young talents are Chelsea, City, and Liverpool. If you actually think about it, Arsenal always brag about their academy. Okay, so where are the academy players? Huh? Pedri is injured. Barcelona pulled out 3 Pedris. Gavi's injured. They pulled out 4 Gavis. Yamal is injured. There's 7 more Yamals waiting for Yamal to pick up an injury. This man lost Ansu Fati and brought out Yamal. Who does that?
Don't Arsenal claim Cesc as their graduate, no?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Because he came through it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. You're telling me about Ethan Nowari and it's a lot of pressure. You want to know what pressure does? Pressure builds diamonds. Yeah? That's what pressure does. Pressure builds diamonds.
And I don't care what anybody says. As soon as Ranieri came onto that pitch today, he was the best player for Arsenal. I'm not hearing it.
When he came onto the pitch, didn't you have like 2 opportunities to score?
Right off the bat. As soon as he got on the pitch, bro, you saw the difference.
I am sick and tired of that excuse. Ethan Nowhere came on, but there's a lot of pressure. Anybody forget that when Messi was like 18, 19 years old and they threw him on against Juventus? Juventus that had Del Piero and these guys. Am I the only one that remember this? Am I too old to remember this? Am I the only one that remembers 17-year-old Wayne Rooney dog walking the Premier League? Am I the only one that remembers that? Cesc Fabregas dunking on Man United.
Kaneki, the coldest part about you saying that is Ian Wright was front row for all of that. And he still has the gall to say some shit like this.
No, listen to me.
That's what got me hot right now.
Pacifying these dudes, man.
That's what got me so hot. You a legend. You pacify these players.
Yeah. Thank you, Eli, for that.
Pinky in their fucking mouth. What?
Thank you, Eli.
You don't want your team to really be out here cooking because you scared that a young kid might not be what we think he is. Let us find out.
Thank you,
Let's see.
Eli. Eddie, for the Cowboys, you want to know what I always respect for Cowboys? Their past players come out and go at the players. Put your championship on the table. Yeah?
Like
people came before you and died to put their championships on the table. You need to go out there and put your championships on the table. Ian Wright, I don't give a shit how young these persons are. Oh, they're not ready. How do you know they're not ready, my guy? How do you know they're not ready? Put them on that pitch. Let them play. You see, people had your mindset, Ian Wright. We would have never had Messi. We'd never have Ronaldo. We'd never have R9. We'd never have any of these guys. You want to know why? When these guys were coming through, they were too young. Ethan, don't worry. I've seen enough from this kid to say play him. Give him 5 games. Give him 5 games. I don't care. Give him 5 games. Oh, the league is too physical. We'll do like Cristiano Ronaldo. That man was the fastest feet in the Premier League. Everyone wants to kick him, catch him. You want to kick him, catch him.
It's like the thing is it's playing because what's the worst that can happen is he's not good enough. That's the worst case scenario is he performs as poorly as Trossard is or Martinelli or Havertz, for example. That's what I always say about like what.
But we'll give him grace for that.
Yeah, and the thing is we will. And you know what? What happens if he actually plays to a good level?
Thank you. Could you imagine if Liverpool? Could you imagine if Klopp has used that logic for Trent? Like totally clips. You're a Liverpool fan. Tell me that. How would you have felt if Klopp had used Ian Wright's logic against Trent? You'd have never had that quick free kick. The magical moments that Trent has given Liverpool now would have never happened because Klopp said he doesn't think Trent is old enough to can handle the pressure of the Premier League. I don't give a shit. I don't care. You're good enough to put that shirt on. You're good enough to play on that fucking pitch. I don't give 2 shits. Ian Wright, you yourself have seen this. You've seen Theo Walcott. You've seen actual world-class players come to your side at a young age and break through. Yeah? Nobody knew of Thierry Henry. No one knew of Thierry Henry when he came to the guy.
Cesc
Fabregas and these man. I remember Cesc Fabregas against Man United when this man was dogging Paul Scholes. Yeah, a 16-year-old walking Man United.
Yeah. And you know the crazy thing about that, Kaneki? He's smaller than Ranieri. He's smaller than him. You're talking about physicality. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
I don't want to hear physicality from any Arsenal player. When you man had a midfield of Mesut Ozil, Santi Cazorla, and Jack Wilshere, and that was the most dangerous midfield in the Premier League. For 3 years, that was the most dangerous midfield in the Premier League.
And you know what's funny, Kaneki? That midfield is the reason why I started watching Arsenal in 2015. That was the reason. They fucking twanged me, bro. Fuck them niggas, bro.
Yeah, I hate. I would say this. I would say this with chess to the chat, and you guys know this. I hate Arsenal. We wonder what I never listen to Arsenal fans do. Disrespect my ears in trying to tell me what I've seen Arsenal do won't work when I've seen it work before. Why are you going after track stars? Why are you going after runners and track stars? You don't do this. You're a club that always play ball. You're a club that always play ball. You've always brought through youth players. I've never heard any Arsenal player fan tell me, this young guy isn't ready yet. He's not at the age ready for the Premier League. Yo, put on that shirt there and go on the pitch there. You have 20 minutes. Let me see what you can do in a 20 minutes. Brother, ball out. All right, the next game, you're going to get 20 minutes again. That is how it works. Ethan Noir has done enough. We can say, you know what? Let us try this. Let's put him on the left and put Saka on the right. How about that? Let's see how he plays on the left. What is his connectability with these guys? If you don't want to put him on the left, let's have him in a midfield with Declan Rice and Partey to protect him. Yeah? And have him play as the 10 and have him link up with the actual players in the team and see what it looks like. The beautiful of youth players is you are molding them into what you need. That is the beauty of youth players.
If you're a coach, you can get that out of them, though, Kaneki. See, this is Arteta's issue.
Arteta isn't a coach. What has Arteta coached? Arteta, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But I grew up watching young players be put on a pitch against grown men, and the manager tell them, yo, show them why you deserve to be here.
We'll see, because they didn't always work out. But this whole thing of like, oh, you can't play them, especially like I say, when the players in front are not playing well. But before we continue, big up Omar for the raid. Shouts to Omar every single time.
Yeah, big up Omar as well.
To Omar,
I still don't like you.
As well, we'll get to actually some predictions for tomorrow's games as well. Well, technically today, if you're in the UK, Eli, we'll start with you with the early kickoff, or one of the early kickoffs, I should say. Not actually the only early kickoff. Tottenham versus Aston Villa. What are you saying, Eli?
Aston Villa 3-1.
3-1 Villa. First Prime, what are you saying? Tottenham Villa.
3-1 Villa.
3-1 Villa. Eddie, what are you saying?
2-1. 2-1. I'll be modest.
You saying 2-1 Villa?
Yeah.
First. Victor?
I'll hold that, Chess.
What are you saying?
Can you hear me?
No. We can hear you now. Go on.
I heard you say hold that, Jess.
Yeah, I said 4-1 Villa. I said hold that, Jess.
4-1 Villa. All right, see.
No,
you know what, Jess? Hold that, man.
Yeah, that was joking with Jess, but realistically, I think it's going to be 2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa. Kinagi, what are you saying?
I'm going 1-0 Spurs. Just 1-0 Spurs.
First, staying with you, Kaneki. Manchester United, Chelsea.
Draw.
Score draw or no?
Yeah, 0-0.
No. Okay. Victor?
Desmond 2-2.
2-2. Eddie?
For agenda's purposes, give me a 2-0 to the United.
There we go. Love that. Prime?
Yeah, draw. We could
Score
lose
draw
this
or
as
no?
well. 2-2, but something tells me that United nick it and win the game. But I'll say 2-2.
Damn. First. Eli?
United. 3-2 United.
3-2 United. Big good game. And of course, there will be a watch along right here on the YouTube for that.
Eli,
both games you'll get watch alongs.
Losing won't make Arteta get sacked. You know that, right?
Oh, no. I'm just here for the banter at this point.
He just don't like you guys.
It's crazy. But that being said, speaking of that, obviously, before we close out, we'll talk quickly on it. Manchester City losing away at Bournemouth 2-1. I didn't watch the game, so I can't comment on the game. But
it was hilarious.
In regards to what you saying, Kideki, and the man them saying about like City and just their port, like even though they've been picking up results aside from this.
We've seen this song of guys before. We all see it's like that one criminal, and it's like NCIS. The murders happen. We all know who did it. All right, we all know how this ends. We all really know how this ends. Like, no. City are tinkering. City are losing games. Like, they've done this for 6 years straight. They won the league 5 out of those 6 years. They've been doing this. They stay doing this. It's like playing Five Nights at Freddy's. You know the jump scare is going to happen. You're just waiting on it. You're literally just waiting on it. Like, it's not even funny to laugh when City lose now. Because you just know, yeah, they're just doing this to find out weaknesses. Then in January, they signed 5 players we've never heard of. And then just piss on the entire league. They've done this.
I
But
think
what
just
I will
as
give
well. De Bruyne is back on the bench as well. He's back. He didn't get on. But he's on
Yeah,
the bench
yeah,
today.
yeah, and let this know when I say to everybody the whole about Kevin De Bruyne. What I have to say though, I'm not going to knock Bournemouth. That first goal is the epitome of why I say you need a first touch. If Semenyo don't have a first touch, he don't score that first goal. His control to kill the ball there, turn and finish it in the net. It was a
sick.
beautiful goal.
Sick.
A beautiful goal. I'm not robbing Bournemouth off that game.
Mm-hmm.
If Semenyo don't have a first touch, they don't score. That is the epitome of why I believe you need to have a first touch in football. So I hope the Man United players, Rasmus Højlund, I hope you're seeing now what a first touch means in football. But we're going through it now. Manchester City realistically could have won that game 3-2.
They could have.
So what you saying about Eli?
What I'd say about it is, I think Bournemouth was well worth the win, in my opinion. And he showed that
I'm not knocking him for that.
Their win against us wasn't just a fluke. You know, that's just the way Areola plays ball. Like he is I ain't gonna lie. Like I was.
Thank you for that, Eli. Thank you for that, Eli. You're the only one that's actually admitted that. You're the only one that's admitted that as an Arsenal fan. That Bournemouth beating City proves that them beating you wasn't a fluke. Thank you for saying that. A lot of people don't want to admit that.
Hey, listen, man. When I see good football, I call it out. I'm a football fan first and foremost. Like I'm a football fan before I'm an Arsenal fan, if that makes sense. You know. So if I see good football, if I see something on the pitch, I'm gonna call it out, whether it's good or bad. And I think Bournemouth were like the past couple weeks they've been playing lights out. And I like Areola proved me wrong because I said I don't think Bournemouth should have sacked Gary O'Neill, and their decision to sack him proved right because look at how they're performing. You know what I'm saying? So that just goes to show you that you know you gotta give people time, you know, to acclimate to this league. And once they get acclimated, look at what they do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
big
saying?
Big up Warrior J as well, and big up Godfrey as well.
Wait, how much goal is this guy on as well? I'm sorry for cutting it because I've been trying to tell people that I'm afraid of what Arsenal has made City into. So let me just check it right now because it's something stupid. Yeah, Divaggio. Has no one clocked that Divaggio has been playing as a left winger this season? Has no one clocked that he's playing on the left wing?
Oh no, I caught that. I mean, look at the positions he's taking up. It's like, whoa, bro
he did that last season.
Because did he not score a few goals last season as well?
Not to this extent.
He had control.
Not to this extent.
Yeah, I know it's more this season, but he scored a couple goals last season, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. But I think what it is. Go ahead, Prime.
No, to answer your question about City,
go
on. City are Thanos. It's destiny, it's inevitability.
Yeah.
Particularly when their title challengers are Arsenal and Arteta. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. Like, people are saying they're struggling and everything, but they're also missing the best, or arguably one of the best players in the world. So once they get to January, Pep will find some sort of system. They'll fix it.
Oscar Bob coming back. Oscar Bob coming back in January, February. So
and to Goldzel, KDB was on the bench today. He just didn't get on.
This time next season, they'll do the same thing. Foden will start off poorly. KDB will get injured. Haaland will get injured. Arsenal will win the league. City are finished. Pep is done. It's his last year. It's the same cycle. I'm sick of it, guys.
But you have to understand, it's like they've won the Premier League.
Every time you guys go out and disrespect City, they'll just go and win 30 games on the bounce. I'm sick of it. Stop it. Stop disrespecting.
Thank you.
This is what they do, though. This is what they do.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. What was it? Oh, Manchester City are finished. They're weak. They're not the City of old. They can be got at. 26 games unbeaten. Like, literally, Arsenal drew one game and lost the league. Like, really?
Kaneki, at this point, right, if we all are sick of it, but the worst part about it is nobody's trying to do anything to stop it.
That is true.
You cannot individually look at your club and say that right now you're doing what it takes to beat this team in this moment.
I would say right now, the only two teams right now that are actually actively trying to do something is Man United and Chelsea.
Keep my name
Even
out.
us,
Keep my name out your mouth.
Liverpool.
And United is an asterisk next to it, but I hear your point.
United is an asterisk.
Keep
Liverpool.
my out your mouth.
It could flip, but
out your mouth. Stop it.
Man City is operating at a level both in the boardroom and on the pitch that only Madrid can talk to him about. Shit, I guess maybe Inter lightweight, but at this point in time, we all look like some scrubs.
Yeah.
So for anybody to be puffing their chest out was always foolish to me. I'm looking at that squad and it's like, yo, they're getting away with this shit again.
Yeah.
This is the moment where you put yourself as wide as a margin as you can on these dudes, man. Liverpool I forget how many points was Liverpool up, how many points was Arsenal up, and even that shit wasn't enough.
We were 9 points clear, and Liverpool were 11 points clear.
Come on, man.
You need to understand this. Manchester City is the Iron Robin special. You know what he's gonna do. You've seen him do it 1,000 times. You can't stop him. You know what he's going to do. You know what he's going to do. He knows what he's going to do. Everyone knows what he's going to do. Stop him.
That's what made him so
stop
cold.
him.
And you know the fucked up part about this is if Liverpool wasn't playing like they're playing right now, City would be clear, and they're not even.
City would have been clear. City would have been clear.
It's crazy.
Eli, that's the stupid thing. These mans lost Aguero and decided, you want to know what we're going to do? We're going to take Ilkay Gundogan, or we're going to play him striker. And this man literally went on to score what? 11 goals. 11 goals.
And he had
11 goals in 8 games. He's a midfielder. These mans won the league with Gundogan at striker. These man bullshit the Premier League with Fernandinho at centre back. All right? You need to understand it. These man convinced the entire league that Fabian Delph was the best left back in England. Fabian Delph. These men have got away with things you wouldn't get away with anywhere else.
And then you know what's funny, Kaneki? You remember when Delph went to Everton? And they put him at left back and he struggled so badly.
No one heard of him since.
League in the world, though, boys.
Eli, here's the worst one. Here's the worst one. Pep made the world believe that Sterling was a world-class player. Fool the world.
Jesus Christ. This man convinced the world that Gabriel Joseph was an actual footballer.
Yeah, crazy, yo. For real. But they are annoyingly inevitable Manchester City. That's why when I hear people criticizing them heavily, I'm like, have you not seen this before? Have you not seen what happened in the last film?
Now, once I see City in like 15th, then I'll be like, okay, shit, they done fell off. What the fuck?
No.
The second.
Eli.
Why you had to bring that up? Why you had to bring that up? I remember that because it was all over the press. I remember that. In November of 2019, Sterling had scored more goals than Messi in a calendar year. I remember that. No, I remember that. He scored more goals than Messi in a calendar year. I remember they were dragging that. Oh my God. It's nuts. I hate how efficient they are. That's one thing I don't like with City.
Super efficient.
It's just
efficient. As bad as they've been, which I think everyone can see clearly that they haven't been at their best this season. Defensively, offensively, individually, they haven't been at their best, but yet they're still, 2 points off the top of the league. So it might happen. I keep saying this. What happens when you get to average level? Hey, before you go, Prime. Hey, chat, let me know who's live. I think Gunner's still live, but let me know because we're going to redirect.
Yeah, emergency stream.
If Gunner's, I think Gunner's still on Lee React. I think Lee Reacts, I think he is. Double check for that. Let me know in the chat, please, people. Go on.
He's pissed.
Go on, bro.
What else annoys me? The fact of I keep hearing Arsenal fans say, "Oh, when Pep leaves, we'll just win the league." I said, City don't have a plan B for when Pep goes. So they don't have a perfect solution for it. It's crazy.
Yeah,
there'll always be an adjustment period when something that drastic happens to a club. I don't care who you are.
Of course.
Because people we minimize it. We don't minimize the greats, but in essence, we do. Like that voice, that like authority that they walk and talk with. When you lose that, you're never the same as a club. And
True,
so
but I don't think they're going to fall off massively.
No. I'm in agreement with you. Right? Like to sit here and think that once Pep leaves, you're automatically in a position to win a title is crazy.
Yeah, it's mad.
No,
because you don't know what's going to happen between that time and now.
Yeah, but Eddie, they said that with Ferguson,
things, right? Football is one of these things. Sports in general, every day matters. Literally, every day matters. The decisions you make all chain together to the end result. So for Arsenal to walk around with that type of idea in there, and fans specifically that walk around with that type of idea in their head, it only displays how deranged they are.
Yeah, what was it? When Pep leaves, yeah, you said that about Ferguson, you said that about Mourinho, you said that about Klopp. Think about it. When they're like, "Oh, City don't have anything when Pep leave." Everyone said that with Klopp. Look at Schlutt right now, and he hasn't signed anyone. Look at Schlutt right now.
Yeah, it's like because the people forget that, like, of course, to Eddie's point, Eddie's spot on. Of course, losing a manager of the caliber of Pep, of course it is. You're not going to replace that, but he ain't just going to all of a sudden. Not all of the players are just going to turn terrible. Like he still has talent. They still have talented players. People, even if the next manager's not the guy. Let's say he's horrendous. They'll still perform to a certain level just because of the caliber of player they have. It's not like City's team's bad. Like let's not act.
Erling Haaland will still be Erling Haaland.
Yeah, let's not act like all their players are just League One level. Now that he's gone, like come on, like no.
The voice is gone, but the principles stick.
Yeah.
Right,
exactly.
Those will still be players that were coached and molded by Pep. Even the academy that they have, Ricardo Lewis. Using him as an example, like. Their institution, their football institution, will continue to manufacture talent that fits their system. Mm-hmm. So just because Pep is gone, it's going to be drastic, but that doesn't guarantee you shit because you still got to go beat that institution.
Facts. You still have to level up. But
big up John Santos again. He said something. He said in chat. I agree with that. Before Pep leaves, I want to win a league over Pep. Before he leaves. I'm sorry.
Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry. I want to win a league with him here. I want to Prime and these guys have already done that, so they can say they want a league when Pep was here. I want to win a league with Pep when Pep's here. I want to dunk on them and say, even with Pep, we can still win a league. I want to do that. I want to play against the best, beat the best, to celebrate why I am the best. That's the point of being the best.
I'm still mad Klopp went out the back door. I wanted to see his tears too.
Hey, we got plenty of Klopp tears.
It's all good. On the floor. Because he got punched up by yours truly. I needed that, but he left, man. Good riddance.
I hear that exactly, and big up again to everyone locked in. Over 120 of you lot in the building. Before we close out, make sure you run up the likes. Before you go, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you follow the Sarcasm City TV playback as well. Road to 800 followers over there. We're at like 760, something like that. Anyway, so we're like 40 away or under 40 away. Get over to the playback. Premier League watch-alongs over there. Europa League, Champions League, NBA, plenty of watch-alongs, NFL, Formula 1, gaming content all over on the Sarcasm City TV playback. So head over there, people. Make sure you do so. Go on, Prime. Last point. I'm going to close out.
Do you guys want to know a fun
Go on, Niels.
fact? So Arteta started managing in 2019, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damien Duff, his first ever managerial job in 2021 with Shelbourne FC. They're a club in Ireland. He got them promoted. Mm-hmm. He finished 7th in his first season. He finished 4th last season. And the season that just ended on Friday, this weekend, he won the title by 2 points against the biggest club in the country. He has more league titles than Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
So, Eli, if you want a replacement, you want a serial winner, Duff is right there. Go get him.
Shout out Damien Duff, man.
Stop setting up Eli.
One last thing.
Go on, Eli. Yeah, go on.
Ruben Amorim. became a manager, 33 years old, right?
No, he's 30.
Yep.
Oh wait, when he started.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
he did.
started,
Oh, yeah.
when he
Yeah,
started.
Yeah, he retired at 31.
Yeah. So he became a manager at 32. He became the Braga manager.
Yep.
And then, you know, he actually got them competing again. You know, went to
Got them
Sporting.
Champions League.
I think he finished inside the top 3. Which
Yes,
is
sir.
impressive.
Yeah, he got them
Braga,
Champions League.
That's
Yes,
very
The first time in the
impressive.
Champions League in what, 57 years?
Bro.
To finish, to
madness.
break up the big 3 in Portugal, and not being one of them, Porto, Benfica, or Sporting, is very impressive. That is very, very impressive.
And then as soon as he goes to Sporting, what happens? He turns that whole organization around. And within 5 years, homie has 5 trophies. And
talk about my manager properly.
And how old is Amarim right now? How old is he? Oh, he's but the same humble age Arteta was when he became the Arsenal manager. And he's won way more shit. So fuck him. Fuck Arteta.
On that note, we will close out. Big up to Sunshine. It says great stream. Big up everyone. Shouts to the lovely Sunshine. Big up to Omar. Make sure you subscribe to his channel as well. Yeah, Madison, man. It's great to say my gaffer as a Manchester United fan. My manager. Hey, free Independence Week. You already know, people. We are Ten Hagless. It's great. We are out. You know what I'm saying? We are free, people. We are free from Eric Ten Hag's reign of fucking terror.
Okay.
What you say? What you say, Prime?
You won 2 trophies, but you're free. Okay.
Yeah, he did, man. He won 2 trophies. You know why? Because the expectations is more than just winning trophies over here. Winning trophies
even
is
on
all
an
good.
off day, we ball, Prime. Don't you forget it.
Bam, I don't want to hear none from Prime. What's his name on a Champions League with you guys and y'all sacked him?
You know the prison you were in? You know the prison where you can play PS4 in your jail cell? That's the prison you were in, man. 2 trophies.
Yeah, exactly. And I wanted, you know what? I wanted a PS5, mate. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. I wanted more. I wanted that. Well, there's other prisoners with PS5, so I want one. You know what I'm saying? The celly next door's got one, so why can't I get one?
What prisoner? I've never had a PS5. My prison.
Yeah, it's not because you in jail too. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Don't get misunderstood. You just on a different wing. That's all it is.
Bro, I had Pochettino, bro. I barely got meals.
That's true. That's when you was on 24-hour lockdown. You know what I'm saying? That's when you was by yourself, solitary confinement, but you got out. You know what I'm saying? You lot got free. Yeah, man. He was about to give you the chair. That's what it is. Hey, Lauren, I am free. I haven't been as happy about my football team in a strong minute. I genuinely looking forward. I never look forward to a League Cup game more in my life than that Leicester City game.
I can't even slander because I rate Amarim.
Yeah, people rate Amarim. That's the greatest part.
I've been rating him for time, bro.
Yeah.
I've been rating him for time.
And Hog I've never rated, but Amarim I rate him.
Yeah. So hey, big up, man. Shout out to Ruben Amarim. He'll be at the theatre soon, but hey, Ruud van Nistelrooy's here for the time being, which is all well and good, man. And that being said,
we trust.
And Ruud we trust 110%.
You're gonna see first thing in the morning, Prime. Vic, all you Chelsea fans in the chat.
In Ruud,
get ready.
You don't trust him enough to be United manager. That's fine.
The spirit of Dan James is running around that OT pitch right now. You remember that goal?
In Ruud, you trust, but not enough to be United manager.
Well, that's
he's a hired gun. He's a hired gun, man. That's all.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, gonna get killed in a prime turtleneck. Have that.
He's your hired gun, but you have no gunman striker. It's crazy.
We got a striker. We got a striker.
Yeah. Talk about it.
What, Rasmus?
That's a striker.
He's not gunman.
That's a striker.
That's good. That's good.
He's a striker.
Yes. Yeah, bless up for that, Eli. Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah. No one else. Hey, you lot, let me know if anyone's live. If not, I'm just gonna send you.
Yeah, Lee's up on Lee Reacts.
And then when y'all leave and go back to the Stanky Bridge, make sure Cole Palmer sticks around a little bit. We got some contract tax to attend to. You feel me?
But you lot. I'll probably say I'm just gonna send you lot to the United Chelsea watch along. So just hit the like button on there, hit the notification bell. We are back today. Spurs Villa. That's the first game we'll be doing. We'll be doing the Tottenham Hotspur Aston Villa watch along. That'll be live on the playback. Then the Manchester United Chelsea game, which will be here on the YouTube and on the playback. And then following that, Slack, you'll get sports Q&A at Wait, not Sports Q&A, I tell a lie. 11 p.m, you'll get the Yardman Show, people. So Kaneki will be back, Lex will be back, Premier League podcast. So Premier League podcast, the Yardman edition, just talking all things Premier League. And following that, and then after that, following that, people staying in the Caribbean, you'll get the Manchester United Liverpool podcast Barbados edition with my guys Barnes and Pops. So be with Bayesian Barnes and Bayesian Pops. Make sure you subscribe to Bayesian Reds TV as well. But all of these shows I just mentioned, all on the upcoming live stream schedule here on the YouTube and on the playback. And don't forget as well, this show and all the other shows on the YouTube channel, apart from watch-alongs, are available on all audio platforms. So all you Spotify users, if you use Spotify for music or podcast or both, type in Sarcasm City TV, hit that follow button and 5-star us. Same with iTunes as well. All you iPhone users, just go to iTunes, Apple Podcast, type in Sarcasm City TV and 5-star us on that as well. And leave a like on here and hit the subscribe button too. So big up, love to everybody who was locked in. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. Oh yeah, we might be live on the playback in about an hour or so, people. Whether it's clubs, maybe a watch along, just keep an eye out. But this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.